Today, I'm going to show you how to post a job on the Career Connections Opportunities Board. So these are the jobs that the students are going to be able to view and the jobs that you're currently recruiting for. So first thing that you're going to want to do is hover over My Jobs here at the top, and then you hover down to where it says New Job. So you click New Job. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through each one of these sections piece by piece, and I'll let you know what each one means. This first section is called Position Information. This is everything that you want the students to see when they apply. So I'm just going to call this Test Position. And ask for number of openings. This is how many openings that you're currently recruiting for. So you can say we're hiring 3 people, you could say 3 to 4, you could say 30 people, you could say whatever you want. Next, this is the work schedule field. This is if you want them to work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. So this, you can put whatever you want in this. One of the things, since you're recruiting students, one of the things you could say is this flexible, you could say varies, or you could say to be determined. This is also not a required field. Next, hours per week. You can put however many hours you want them to work a week. This is a field where you can add whatever you want, so you can put a word. 20 is a good number for this. So the wage salary, this you could say a yearly salary, a monthly salary. A lot of times if it's just a regular job, you can put whatever what the salary is per hour. So the upcoming minimum wage is $9.47 an hour, so you can put that. Employment start date. A lot of times you don't know the exact start date because you haven't done the interview process or whatever. So you might just say mid-December. And then employment end date, if it's ongoing, you can just leave that blank. So now we get down to the job description. This kind of outlines what the student will be doing. And if they're lifting boxes, you can say that. It's pretty much just everything you want them to know about the job. Next is a qualification. So if they need a certain skill set, certain education, something like that. Since the Opportunities Board is both current students and alumni, you can put needs a bachelor's degree or anything here. But I'm just going to say, since the job description says lifting boxes, I'm going to say lift 50 pounds. And then how to apply. This is where you're going to want to say how the students will apply for the job. So you can say send an email to, and you can put your email address there. Great. If there's if they're going to a website, you can, in the online application address, that can be a clickable link there. If you put, if you want to direct them to your website, you can put that there. Next, we go into the contact information section. This is just your personal contact info that will display with the job. So you may not want to have your personal phone number here. So you could, like, if you have a front desk line, you could put that here. Or if you want the emails to go to somebody else, you can put that email here. Everything you change here is attached to the job, not your profile. So any changes you make here won't change your profile, it'll just be attached to the job. But this section right here, you can actually hide it from the posting if you want below. And I'll show you where that is momentarily. Next we go to the posting information. This is where we get a little bit more detailed in what this job's all about. So you can say where the job takes place. So you can, you can put a full address here. You can just put a city or whatever. You can put whatever you want. And then the job category, you can pick one or multiple, what type of category this is. So let's say I'm hiring for a graphic design student. You can choose whatever you want. If you're using a PC, you can hold Control to click multiple, and if you're using a Mac, you'll hit the Command button, and this works on most web forms. Next, you could say the position type. If here's kind of one that's kind of interesting, is the full-time entry level, full-time experienced. If you choose full-time entry level, this might be a job that for students that are just graduating school, and then the full-time experience is somebody who has a few years more experience, maybe over 3 years experience. You'd choose that. If you don't care, either way, you can just say full-time. There's also part-time, volunteer, things like that, or internship. So next is the applicant type. This is kind of what type of job that you're recruiting for. So if you're just trying to hire any current student, you could say student, or if you're doing alumni, you can choose alumni. If it's an internship, just choose internship, and it's a volunteer opportunity, choose volunteer. So in our case, I'm just going to say student. Next, for minimum GPA, if there's a minimum GPA associated with this position, you could put that there. If there isn't one, just leave it blank. If there's a certain work authorization, you can click these in the next box. If you don't have specific work authorizations, you can just leave that blank as well. Graduation range, you can say I want somebody graduating from between June of 2013 to June of 2015. So that's just going to display with the job. If there's a certain class of students, first year students, sophomores, juniors, seniors, grad students, alumni, or other, you can indicate those here. So let's say we're targeting this job to, or internship to, sophomores or juniors. And once again, here's a degree. If you're hiring current students, I'd encourage you to leave this blank. But if it's alums, you might want to say bachelor's. Next is the area of study. Click this Add Remove button here. You're going to want to have at least one area study. So you click this plus, and what type of student are you looking for? You're really going to want to tie it to the type of job that it is. So in our case, let's just say I'm looking for a history major or theater. So you could be either history or theater, and then you hit continue. For the most part, this next section, the screening options, I'd highly encourage you to leave these blank. If you click any of these, it's actually going to screen the students, and the job won't be viewable to the student if they don't fall in one of these categories. So for the most part, I would encourage you just to leave these blank so all students are able to view your job, and just be clear in the qualifications section above what type of student you're looking for. The next section is the post date and the expiration date. So the post date is the date you want the job to go live for the students to start viewing it, and the expiration date is the date that the job is going to be pulled offline. So if you want to have a student hired and working before the 27th, you might want to change this to maybe the 10th. But you can do whatever you want. You can have this up for as long as you want. The default is 1 month. This next box is asking to show your contact info, and a lot of the time you're going to say yes, so you want somebody to contact you about the job, but for any reason you don't want students to contact you about this job, change that to no. It's up to you, and all it's going to show is this that's in this section above for the contact info. And then if you want to allow the applicants to apply through the Career Connections online system, this is, you are able to collect applications through our system. But if in the How to Apply box, you actually have them going to your website, you're going to want to have this set to no. But if you want us to collect applications for you, say the word yes, and in the How to Apply box, just say something to the effect of through Career Connections. And maybe even touch base with one of the staff members at Career Connections, just to give them a heads up that this is something that you want to do. Next, you scroll all the way down, and then you just hit the Save button. And it'll make sure everything looks good. And if you, up here at the top, it will give you a job number. And it says job number 7124 test position is now live. And if you look down towards the bottom, it says status is pending. So that just means we've received it and we just need to approve it on our end. And we do this every weekday. So if you submit something to us in the morning, by that afternoon it will be online. And you could also go and check all of the status of all your jobs by hovering over My Jobs job list. And here it is, test position 1, pending. Here's the dates. So this other job in here is inactive. That just means it's past the post date. Pending is just waiting for us to approve. And if it says active, that means it's online and students can apply for it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial about how to create a job in the Career Connections Opportunities Board. If you need any help, please feel free to give us a call at any time. Thank you.